If you are an Arsenal fan outside there and you've always wanted Arsenal to land the signing of Leroy Sane, it's high time you sat behind and watch this video, because finally you've been told the asking price of a man who goes by names of Leroy Sane to a side which goes by names of Arsenal in the For You and very many others in the For You. Then there is a mystery winger for Villarreal that Arsenal is interested in, and there is a photo that has been taken in the For You that has really caused a lot of ruckus on social media, that is really being connected to Edu being close to Villarreal in the For You, and his wife has really come out and really let us know that alright, the deal is going to happen in the For You, and they're really so much close to a place where this player is in. That is the side which goes by names of Valencia, 50 kilometers away from a side which goes by names of Villarreal, where this player who goes by names of Yeremy Pino, who is being linked to Arsenal, is, and very many other stories that have been developed. Arsenal battling in for a player with Liverpool. And lastly, we're going to talk about Martin Odegaard producing a statistic that he never really produced last season after covering a very huge distance, more than any of these Arsenal players. Is it because he was given that captain armband that is really making him to work a lot to captain this side to the lost victory in the For You? So welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload on a daily. Now today, I've really had a comment from an Arsenal fan on this channel that why don't you do Manchester United? Obviously, I have a channel of Manchester United known as United Matters channel, but here we bring out diverse news. We do Man City, we do Arsenal, we do Chelsea, we do Real Madrid, we do Barcelona. But the fact is, this channel is more watched by Arsenal fans. That's it, and that's why you see to it that most Arsenal videos really good get out of videos. But it doesn't mean that I only do Arsenal videos. Not really. I do stories of each and every club. So if you have your opinion, it's welcome in the comment section below, and I welcome you guys. But I have to give out my opinions on this club. I don't support it, but there are things they do that I really believe that are really moving in the right direction For You. Though even some small things in the For You that Edu and Arteta are really going ahead to trim and really putting together in the For You. So don't really be annoyed. Just come in and address your issue in the For You. Don't just get out your knife to stab. No, it's better to come in here and really let's talk peacefully, and let's see to it that we really agree everything in peace. Now today, a story coming in from Plettigol. Plettigol is a reporter of Sky Sports in the For You, Bayern and the transfer market, Florian in the For You. And he's so much close to Bayern Munich as told us that 60 to 70 million euros, that is 50 million pounds, 60 million pounds, the club would at least listen this year will be crucial for Sane in the For You. So remember yesterday, the director of Bayern Munich came out and told us that this player is not for sale, having been linked to Manchester United and Arsenal. So today, Plettigol, a close source to Bayern Munich, has told us that this player can be really sold if at all a team comes in and raises close to how much? 50 to 60 million pounds. You get? So Arsenal have finally been told how much this player costs. Leroy Sane, if you want to really listen to your offer, table close to 50 or 60 million pounds. I really believe that it's one of the amount of money that Arsenal can go in and really punch in through, because Leroy Sane is really a proven player. He's really having some 2 seasons in Germany. He has been there for some good time, and finally he's having a very good season at a side which goes by the names of Germany. So right now as we speak, he's being linked to a side which goes by names of Arsenal and Manchester United, that they are really totally into this guy and they really want him to come in and sign for Manchester United, but they're waiting to see how everything is going to go on and really prosper in the For You. But he's really a very good player, left-footed, playing on the right wing, obviously fits into what Mikel Arteta wants, because Mikel Arteta wants a left-footed inverted winger who plays on the right side of the attacking midfield, and obviously Leroy Sane fits that description of the player that Arsenal are really looking in for. But we are also into for another story that Arsenal are into for another winger who is right-footed, and I really believe that when I'm talking about him, that we're going to talk about next in the story, and Leroy Sane, I'm 100% sure that Arsenal are really interested in these players because they really fit in what the manager wants. But Cody Gakpo is not what Arteta wants. I've said this in very many videos, and to me, I'm going to be very shocked, by the way, if at all a team which goes by the name of Arsenal signs Cody Gakpo, because he's not a right winger. He's a left He's right-footed, but plays as an inverted winger onto the right attacking side, onto the left attacking side of the midfield. But these two players, one I'm going to talk about next, and Leroy Sane, obviously, they are really fitting into what the manager of Arsenal really wants, that is Mikel Arteta, and Leroy Sane will be really a very good player if at all Arsenal can land his signing. So we're waiting to see whether this deal is going to be sanctioned by Bayern Munich, obviously by accepting the money, because Fabrizio Romano told us that the £60 million that Arsenal were going to spend on Rafinha are still available. Arsenal has the money. They are going to spend close to £200 million. That's what they want to spend. And when you look at the amount of money they've spent so far, 34 on Fabio Vieira, 30 on Zinchenko, that is 67. Add on the 3 they spent on Marquinhos, that is 80. Add on the 45 or 50 they spent on a player who goes by the name of Gabriel Jesus, that is close to 130. Isn't it? Because the last time we added, Arsenal had spent £121 million. That's it, isn't it? So that means Arsenal has a balance of how much? Has a balance of close to 79. And if at all they land in a player who goes by the names of Leroy Sane at close to £60 million, that means they're left with £19 million. And £19 million, when they add on the money they've really sold, Bernard Leno, Torreira, and Guendouzi, plus the money they're going to get from the deal of Pablo Mari and maybe Nicolas Pepe, they can finally land in a utility man that decide which goes by names of Arsenal. So Arsenal still has the money. They still have the money, but they just want to spend it right. They don't want to spend it wrong. That's why you see that Mikel Arteta came out and told you that they are not yet done in the transfer market. They are still working on more incomings and outgoings. That's what the manager of Arsenal really told us. Now, after that Leroy Sane story, as you smash the like button, you comment and share. This is a story that has really headlined the whole of today as far as Arsenal is concerned. Today we got a story coming in from the Ghana blog covering Arsenal for Athletic. In there, he has told us that Arsenal would ideally like to sign a wide winger before deadline. Difficult market, but a big focus for the club. Potentially a CM as well. A CM is a central midfielder in there for you. Now, after that story coming in through, we got this story coming in from Spain. Javi from Javi Mata and Diarios AS. They've told us that an English club has delivered a proposal for Yeremy Pino to Villarreal offices. You get? This is where it all started, that Yeremy Pino was linked to Arsenal last week and a proposal was not yet really submitted either for you. But today, a proposal has been submitted to a side which goes by names of Villarreal. For those that don't know a proposal first comes before an offer and what we call a bid. A proposal, it's like Arsenal writes to Villarreal that we really want to sign your player. Then Villarreal says, all right, if at all they're okay with it, then Arsenal makes an offer. Then if at all they reject that offer, they really discuss onto the table and tell them obviously how much they want. And when that much is told, then Arsenal will go in and make an official bid. That's the final process of a transfer in there for you. But Yeremy Jesus Pina is a player who plays for Villarreal and plays as a right winger, and he is 19 years of age. He was born in 2002. 19 years of age. Obviously, he fits into the perfect target of Arsenal, and that age bracket is what Mikel Arteta is looking in, because he's building a team to go in and really get to the levels where we wanted to be. Now, after telling us that an English club has delivered a proposal for Yeremy Pino, this is what happened. Xavi Querella Marquez told us that Liverpool and Arsenal are the teams that have shown the most interest in Yeremy Pino. Noises inside Villarreal believe that there is something that could happen this summer. Obviously, after telling us that there is an English club that has submitted a proposal, then we got to know that Liverpool and Arsenal are the teams that have shown most interest in this player. Let's proceed and see how Arsenal have really overtaken Liverpool as far as this deal is concerned in there for you. Then we got a tweet coming in from Javi Mata again, telling us that Villarreal don't want to sell Yeremy Pino, but this may change with right offer. Amidst interest from Liverpool and Arsenal, his representatives consider Villarreal optimal for progression, and he has an 80 or 67 release clause, but the club do need to balance up books in the for you. So Villarreal, we are considering this player not for sale, you get, but Arsenal are really pushing hard to get this player, and they want to balance their books. And you know what is happening in Spain? You know, they're not having money, and there's some players you can't register if at all you don't meet what the club is really wanting. Then Xavi, Marquez were here to let us know that Yeremy Pino's representatives were in Mira camp this morning to inform Villarreal that they've received 2 offers from the Premier League. Arsenal and Liverpool. The club is analyzing the proposals in the for you. So it shows you that Arsenal is really in need of this player, and they've really submitted proposals in there to sign a player who goes by names of Yeremy Pino in there for you. Then we've been told by Xavi Sidro, says Yeremy Pino's entry has confirmed to Radio Castellon the interest of Arsenal and Liverpool in the player. The club has submitted offers below 80 million euros, that is 72 million pounds of it is closed. That is via Xavi Sidero in the for you. So it looks like Arsenal are really pushing and Liverpool are pushing for this player, and this is where I really like it most for a team which goes by names of Arsenal. I don't support them, but that means that they are really going in for the right players. Trust me, if you hear that your club is really competing a player with Liverpool, meaning that that player has been really scouted by Liverpool, is good enough. Liverpool, Man City are some of the good teams that are really having good scouts, and it has been proven in the previous years according to the signings they've brought into their teams. So if at all Liverpool is interested in the player and Arsenal is interested in the player, just know the scouting team of Arsenal is really great. And trust me, Arsenal is really on a very good road. When you look at how they're really doing their transfers, they really amaze me. I'm really amazed by how Arsenal are doing their stuff in here for you. Now, Xavi Marquez went ahead to let us know that Arsenal are offering 40 million euros, that is 34 million pounds for Yeremy Pino. Villarreal asking for 60, that is 50 million pounds. Talks are progressing. So you hear what is happening right about now at the side which goes by the names of Arsenal. Talks are progressing for Yeremy in the for you. Arsenal are just offering this amount of money, known as the amount of money that is totaling to 40 million euros, that is 34 million pounds, meaning that Arsenal is just 16 million pounds apart from what Villarreal wants. And that shows you that they are really negotiating, and this deal might come to happening in the for you, because everything Arsenal is doing, it's calculated. Let me show you why I'm telling you that everything Arsenal does is calculated and is on paper, because they know the financial situation of a team which goes by names of Villarreal, and that's why they're acting like this, because they know that the money we are giving you, you are in to negotiate with us, because we know you can't forego it. Now, Football Espana has told us that Villarreal were counting on significant offers for Danjuma and Torres, but the lack of movement has left them struggling to free up enough funds to sign players due to the Villarreal were counting on significant offers for Danjuma and Torres, but the lack of movement has left them struggling to free up enough funds to sign players. Due to that, Villarreal are weighing up the possibility of selling Yeremy Pino in the foyer. So Arsenal's move to Yeremy Pino, remember Arsenal started way back on a player who goes by names of Rafinha, and they didn't get him, they snapped them, and now they're really looking for very many players. They've been scouting Gerard Bowen, there is Leroy Sane, there is Leroy Gaspar, and now Yeremy Pino in the for you. There is even Pedro Neto, a story that I really did way up in the morning about a player who goes by the names of Pedro Neto being linked to Arsenal in the for you. Now, after surveying all those, we remember very well that Fabrizio Romano told us that Arsenal are in for a mystery winger, and this might be the one, because we never thought about Yeremy Pino, but Arsenal are in for this guy. And after Arsenal knowing the financial situation of a side which goes by the names of Villarreal, that they've tried outselling Danjuma and Paul Torres, and they've failed, and they need to balance up their books and free up space in for you. They now believe that this is the player that is up for market for Villarreal, and Villarreal are very desperate to sell a player right now, because the window is closing just 3 weeks from now, and Villarreal feel like they need to sell in a player, and right now as things stand, we are in here waiting to see how Arsenal is really going to go on and do it. And they have so far put in an offer of 40 million euros, that is 34 million pounds, meaning that they're just 16 million pounds apart. And I know Arsenal will go ahead and negotiate more and more to see to it that this deal really gets down to the level where Arsenal really wants in the for you. Now, as things are going down in Spain, guess what happened? The wife of the technical director of Arsenal, that is Edu Gaspar, is in Spain. As all this is happening, and this is has fueled this rumor to be true. This is it. Look at that photo. They're in Valencia, and that is Edu in Valencia with the woman. You get? That is Paula Mo Gaspar. Paula da Mo Gaspar. That is the wife of. That's the wife of Edu Gaspar. Now, we are talking about a player in Spain who goes by the name of Yeremy Pino. And guess who is in Spain? That is Edu Gaspar. Edu Gaspar is in Spain, and he's just 50 kilometers away from where Villarreal is, and that is exactly what we call Valencia. He's in Valencia and having some happy time as he's really cracking business and really holding meetings with the representatives of Yeremy Pino, and they're in Valencia, 50 meters away from Villarreal. Are you adding dots now? Are you adding dots? I think this deal is realistic because while Edu was in America after Arsenal beat Chelsea 4-0, he was talking to the media about the players he wanted. And then when he came back to Sky Sports, he held a very good meeting. When he came back to London, he held a very big interview with Sky Sports and told us how he really conducts his transfer. One, he talks to the agent of the player. He talks to the player. If at all he's willing to come, then if at all they agree on personal terms, then he really goes ahead and really meet the club. But he really pointed out something very crucial, that he has to talk to the player personally and the agent. So if you hear all this movement going down in Spain, trust me, it is holding a lot of water, because he told us that he has to meet the player in person and he has to meet the agent. So he's in Spain, in Valencia. Just know he's being there. I think I just spent there just hours, and movement is being made at Villarreal, and rumor has it that Arsenal are really making a proposal or an offer of 40 million euros, that is 34 million pounds, and Villarreal wants 50 million pounds in there for you. So if you are really a good person who adds up dots, then you know why Arsenal are into this guy who goes by names of Pina in the for you other side, which goes by names of Valencia, and he is really trying to communicate and really get this deal done, because they are really into a crucial stage of a deal right about now. As things stand, Arsenal are really not doing bad in the transfer business. I really believe that they are really doing what we call good business. According to me, they are really doing some good business in here onto the channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football. Guys, smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. Now, the reason why I brought you this heat map is because of this guy known as Yeremy Pino that Arsenal are really so much interested in. He plays as a right winger, that's it, confirmed, and this is where he has most of his activity. You see that red? This is where Mikel Arteta wants a player to come in and feature. That's why, for this I can agree that maybe a right winger who really plays with the right foot can really be part of a plan of Mikel Arteta, because he plays exactly into the right wing, because the left wing is so much full at Arsenal. They're having in players like Martinelli, obviously having a very good season. Emily Smith-Rowe is returning. There is even Reece Nelson. So it's so much action-packed that side, and Arsenal don't need a player playing off the left. You know that very well. Now, the right winger is really so much important. Even if he's playing with the right or left foot, that doesn't matter for a side which goes by names of Arsenal, because they really believe that it will be an ideal signing for them and an upgrade, especially if at all Bukayo Saka really gets an injury or he really dips in form. They can really get someone else to come in and play that role very, very well in there for you. Now, this is the last story I'm talking about in this video. We've been told by Ara Cooper 26 in the for you. He's a stat man and opter at Leeds United and is a Leeds United fan. He has told us that Martin Odegaard, the new captain of Arsenal, covered more distance than any other player in the opening Premier League round of the Premier League. He covered 12.52 kilometers. Not only in that game that Arsenal played Crystal Palace, he outmatched every player that played in the Premier League this season. In the first game of the season, he covered 12.52 kilometers. Can you imagine? I think this is where managers like Mikel Arteta really are good, because they know what to do to a player to push him further. Now he got to know that if at all you want to see Martin Odegaard get you the best out of himself, make him a captain. Obviously made him a captain, and the first statistic in there for you, he covered more distance than any other player in the Premier League in the match day one that they played, and they won by 2-1. It's a game that was not all so much bad for Martin Odegaard, but I really believe that he really put up an effort. That's what I tell players. Like yesterday, as United was losing to a side which goes by the names of Brighton, players never put in an effort. But for Arsenal, even when Odegaard never performed to his expectations or his ceiling, obviously, something happened. He covered a lot of distance. You saw him running. I've never seen Odegaard work himself out like he did on Friday night. He really ran himself out. You get? So I think it's good for him to be the captain of Arsenal. He's a leader out and on the pitch. He's the ears and eyes of Mikel Arteta, as known to us by very many times in the for you, and he has really come out through and really did a lot to a side which goes by names of Arsenal in the for you. And I think that's what I had for you in the for you, because his performance index in that game of a side which goes by names of Crystal Palace was above the ordinary. We've not known Odegaard for really putting in a lot of effort on the field of play. We've known him on really getting that ball, pass it in the for you, but it looked like he is the secondary press of Arsenal. Remember, the first press, the primary press for Arsenal is Gabriel Jesus, and then the secondary press is supposed to be offered by Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, and Martinelli. Now, if at all you are seeing Odegaard running out like that on the pitch, you get, trust me, Arsenal are really going somewhere important. You get? So let's wait and see. Arsenal is playing its next game against Leicester City at Emirates on Saturday, and we'll be here bringing the predicted lineup and the team news, as the manager is to hold a press conference, I think on Thursday or Wednesday. So we'll be here letting you know everything that is happening in the press conference. Thank you guys for watching, and smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, obviously endeavor to go in the right bottom corner and smash that subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. I love you guys. Subscribe. We are really wanting to hit the 10K subscriber mark. I want you guys to subscribe and tell me what you think about these stories about Leroy Sane asking price tag to Arsenal, Yeremy Pino to Arsenal looks like it's close. Then Martin Odegaard covering that distance, something that has really amazed me, because he's not a player who is known for putting in an effort. He's a player who's known when Arsenal is having the ball, that's when he's beneficial. But this time around, he has added a different aspect to his game, something that is so much good for Arsenal in the for you. And on several occasions in that game of Crystal Palace, because Arsenal never had most of the ball and Crystal Palace outpossessed them, Odegaard put in the effort. He put in the fight, and Arsenal were really doing great to see to it that they really win that game. I sign out for now. See you later in there for you. I'm out.